Hello YouTube and hello to all my precious viewers of this channel, Watch On channel. My name is Anders and today I'm here with yet another watch review. Today, as you can see here, we are talking about Burlingham London. So this is a British watch. This is, as you of course can see, if I zoom in, as you can see here, this is of course a British dress watch. And as you can see by the second hand, it's a quartz watch. So that's like the basics of this watch. It's a British designed dress watch with some very nice details. This is the Burlingham Watches Confluence Range 05. So this watch comes in a few other colors, both with the dial, some variations with the colors of the hands, and of course variations in the color of the leather straps. So this is the Burlingham Confluence 05. Before we get into the different details and what I really like and about this watch, let's just have the dimensions out of the way and then we can get into the details of this watch. So it's stated in the official papers from Burlingham Watches that this is a 39mm, and they hit it pretty much completely precisely. So 39mm, precisely 20mm in lock width, a very nice thickness of only 8.3, including the crown. You get about 42, and from lock to lock, there we go, 45. So all in all, some very nice dimensions for a classical dress watch, or a very classical size for a very, an everyday watch you can wear with anything. You can wear this with a suit or with a shirt or a polo shirt or just a t-shirt. All in all, this watch is just with perfect dimensions. What I really like is that it's so thin, only 8.3mm as you see here. And talking about the case thickness, let me just wipe it off a little bit here. So we got a very interesting choice of brushing on the sides of the case, polishing on the top of the case, on the lugs here, and the second part of the case just slightly below the crystal, it's also polished. So you actually get a very nice effect of both brushing and polishing with the case of this watch. Very interesting way of designing the watch. I think usually you would see with a dress watch, it would be only very high polish, almost like a mirror. But with this, they chose this very intricate, very nice, very fine-tuned brushing, which I actually like. It differentiates this watch a little bit from what you see with other dress watches. Also, you get the B for Burlingham Watches on the crown with gold tone here, which is a nice little detail to make it. It gives it a little kind of a vintage feeling, I think. This gold crown here, so very nice, as you see here on the case back. Burlingham London, British by design, stainless steel. This is 316L stainless steel. It's water resistant down to 5 atmospheres, which equals 50 meters. You get a very nice detail with sapphire crystal. You don't see that often on these more fashion-like watches like this one, that you actually get a sapphire crystal. Often it's mineral, but you actually get sapphire crystal with this watch. Inside this watch takes a Japanese Myota movement. Myota is of course the movement production part of Citizen Watches, the world's biggest watch manufacturer. The strap is genuine leather strap, and let me just say, this is super soft. It feels super high quality, and it's super comfortable to wear. Very nice stamping or printing here, stamping, genuine leather, and Burlingham watches. Also, if we see the buckle here, very nice detail with the B here on the buckle. So all in all, the package is pretty nice, I think. So, but the biggest winner of this watch, I would say, is definitely the dial. So I think Burlingham did a great job with the dial on this watch. Let me just get it to focus. So what I really like is the fact that they decided to make these very kind of long, very clear and easy to read hour markings in silver. These are applied, and what I really like is the color. It's like kind of a champagne color dial. You get this super nice guilloche kind of texture here on the outer part of the dial, and inside you get this kind of sunburst effect, as you can see here in the light, which almost turns blue. It's kind of a champagne-like color, and then it turns a little blue, which I think is a super nice detail. So the hands are very simple, high polished hands, and I think it works very well with these very pointy, edgy, pointy hands. It works super nicely with this. Also, making this watch stand a little apart from other dress watches at this price range, in the more kind of fashion-like everyday dress watch product market of watches. I think it's really nice that they actually applied the hour markings in a 12-hour dial in here inside of the dial, and not Roman numerals or Arabic numbers on the outer side of the dial. So very interesting detail. Also, I really like that they made this super simple dial, just Burlingham London. That's it. I really think that the dial is what really makes this watch pop for me, and I must say it's at this price range. This watch is priced at 149 British pounds. I think the dial is definitely punching a bit above its weight. I think they did something really cool, and I just enjoy looking at this dial. I think it's the winning part of this watch. You can find quartz watches with acceptable leather straps at many places in many price ranges, but with a beautiful dial design as this, so interesting, done with the color and the sunburst effect and this texture out in the outer dial. I don't think you find many watches like this. So let's just look a little about on the packaging. You get this very nice letter from Burlingham. They say, "Welcome to the watch company," and here you see it. Make a good cup of tea. So they given you a tea bag. They actually included a tea bag in this packaging, and they ask you to just sit back, make a nice cup of British high quality tea, good British cup of tea, and then you just open the watch, and then you sit and enjoy your tea and enjoy your new Burlingham London watch. So sit back, enjoy, get ready. So actually, I never made it to actually drink this cup of tea, as the bag of tea was actually drunk by my girlfriend. So I never actually tasted it, but I bet it's a nice cup of tea. So you get the watch in this very simple but very nice looking cardboard box. It's again, it has this very kind of vintage feel to it, and it comes in this outer box here. So very simple packaging for what I would say is a very simple watch. So let's get into my pros and cons with this Burlingham watch from the London-based company in Great Britain. So what I really like is that this is what you could call plug and play. You take this watch, you set the time, and then it will run very precisely, and you can always just lay the watch down over the weekend, and then you can pick it up on Monday and wear it again. Also, this watch is super easy to read, and it goes with everything: suit and tie, simple shirt and jeans or polo shirt. I think this watch is a very versatile watch, and I really like how this leather strap is just so comfortable. Just have a look at the watch companies like Seiko or Orient, who are in a bit of the same price range as this Burlingham. They can't really make an acceptable leather strap. It's almost impossible for those guys to make a good acceptable leather strap. But I think Burlingham London, they really managed to make a super nice leather strap. You could just put it on your wrist and it fits perfectly to your wrist from the first moment you put on the watch. So, and of course, the big winner is the dial. I really think that Burlingham did a super job with this dial. It's probably not for everyone, but if you like this design with the texture on the outer side, the 12-hour markings on the inner dial, and this sunburst effect, champagne colored sunburst effect, I think you will really enjoy this watch. So the cons, well, of course, you have a lot of watches in this price range and with a quartz, Myoda quartz movement. So it's a hard competition, but if you're on the lookout for a very simple watch, plug and play watch, this could be for you. I would of course enjoy or hope that Burlingham at some point would make an automatic watch or maybe a manual wound watch. So that would be perfect in this vintage inspired design they sport here. You get a manual wind. So another problem with this is maybe you can already sense it. So this is like a smudge magnet. And for a watch that you're going to wear in everyday life, you could get a little annoyed that it gets a lot of fingerprints all the time. So not often in my watch videos do I have a wiping cloth, fiber cloth, but I actually do for this review because I think it's a bit of a smudge magnet. I would also be a little afraid that I would scratch this high polish here, but a good thing is that they made the brushing here on the sides, so you actually won't scratch it that easy. So let's just have a look at the watch on my wrist. So my biggest gripe with this watch, as I say, it's a smudge magnet, and it's a very overpopulated market that Burlingham tries to get into, are getting into with this watch. So the 39 millimeters is a perfect size for an everyday watch, for a dress watch as well. This is how it looks on my 17.5 to 18 centimeter wrist, which is just about 7.1 inches in the American way of calculating sizes. So my suggestion would be, have a look at this watch on the website. Maybe if you are on the lookout for a very simple dress watch, a plug and play watch, this could be for you. I would hope that Burlingham next time will do a manual wound watch or even an automatic. You can find very nice Japanese or even seagull Chinese movements for a fair price. So this was my review of this Burlingham London watch. This watch, which is the Confluence Range 05. Have a look at the website if you are on the lookout for a watch of this style, or look at the other different watches they have on their website. You will find the link down below. Remember to like this video, give me a thumbs up if you liked it, comment, subscribe to my channel, and write me an email if you have any questions. This was my review. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.